Imagine Germany after World War I, a nation on its knees, streets filled with chaos, hunger, and a deep sense of humiliation. The world had defeated them, and now they were paying the price. So how did a failed artist from Austria rise from this chaos to become one of the most dangerous dictators in history? Plunging the world into a war that would claim millions of lives and unleash unimaginable horror. To understand this, we have to go back to the man himself, Adolf Hitler. Born in Austria in 1889, he was a young man with artistic ambitions who failed to get into Vienna's Academy of Fine Arts. Living in Vienna, he was exposed to a toxic brew of extreme nationalism and anti-Semitism. Then came World War I. He served in the German army, and Germany's eventual defeat left him bitter. He, like many others, bought into the lie that Germany wasn't defeated on the battlefield, but was betrayed from within by politicians, Marxists, and Jews. This feeling of betrayal was amplified across the country. The Treaty of Versailles, signed in 1919, was seen as a national humiliation. It forced Germany to accept all blame for the war, pay crippling reparations, give up territory, and dismantle its military. This wounded the nation's pride and fueled widespread anger. The economy collapsed into hyperinflation. People's life savings became worthless overnight. Unemployment skyrocketed. A broken nation is a vulnerable nation, fertile ground for extremist ideas. It was in this desperate environment that Hitler found his calling, joined a small, obscure group called the German Workers' Party. With his fiery charisma, quickly rose through the ranks and rebranded it as the National Socialist German Workers' Party, the Nazi Party. They created a powerful brand, the swastika, military-style uniforms, and catchy slogans promising a return to greatness. Their ideology was simple and brutal. Extreme nationalism, a belief in German racial supremacy, and a deep, violent hatred for Jews and communists, who they blamed for all of Germany's problems. Hitler wasn't a great politician, but he was a master orator. In packed beer halls and massive rallies, his powerful speeches preyed on people's fears and frustrations. He didn't offer complex solutions. He offered simple enemies and a powerful sense of belonging. With his propaganda minister, Joseph Goebbels, he built a machine of lies. Through posters, radio, and film, they repeated the same messages over and over until they were accepted as truth. If a lie is told often enough, it becomes reality. In 1923, Hitler tried to seize power by force in the beer hall putsch. It failed miserably, and he was sent to prison. But this failure became a crucial turning point. In prison, he wrote his infamous book, Mein Kampf, or My Struggle, laying out his hateful ideology and future plans. More importantly, he realized he couldn't win through a violent coup. He had to take power legally by destroying democracy from the inside. His opportunity came in 1929 with the Great Depression. The global economic crash hit Germany hard. Businesses failed, unemployment surged again, and people lost all faith in the democratic government. The Nazis seized the moment. They promised what everyone craved: jobs, order, and a restored sense of national pride. Their message resonated, and their support grew exponentially. Through a series of backroom political deals by conservative elites who wrongly believed they could control him, Adolf Hitler was appointed Chancellor of Germany on January 30, 1933. Just 1 month later, the German parliament building, the Reichstag, mysteriously burned down. Hitler blamed the communists and used the fire as a pretext to declare a state of emergency. He suspended civil liberties, arrested political opponents, and silenced the press. Within months, democracy was dead. With all power consolidated, Hitler declared himself Führer, the supreme leader. Germany became a one-party state ruled by fear. The Gestapo secret police and the SS terrorized the population. A cult of personality was built around Hitler, portraying him as Germany's savior. His word was law, and that law was built on hate. The Nuremberg Laws of 1935 stripped Jewish citizens of their rights, beginning a systematic process of dehumanization. This escalated to organized violence like Kristallnacht, the Night of Broken Glass, and eventually the creation of concentration and death camps. Hateful ideology had officially become state policy, leading directly to the Holocaust. The final consequences were catastrophic. Hitler's obsession with expansion led to World War II, the deadliest conflict in human history. Cities were turned to rubble, and tens of millions died, including 6 million Jews murdered in the Holocaust. The story of Hitler's rise is a terrifying lesson. It wasn't a monster born from another world. It was a human being who harnessed a nation's despair. His rise teaches us that extremism flourishes in times of crisis, that propaganda can poison an entire society, and that democracy is fragile and must be actively protected.
History must never be forgotten.
Because the rise of Hitler shows us that evil does not arrive suddenly like a storm. It is invited in, step by step, when fear is allowed to overpower reason. Thank you for watching.